Sir, ano pong plano ng defense team kung paano nyo po dedepensahan? O I know na nag-release na po ng statement si Vice President Sara Duterte denying the accusations of former Senator Trillanes and yung mga naging findings po dun sa kanyang SALN at ng AMLAC. Pero paano nyo, sir, yung dedepensahan kung sinasabi po ng PISE na lahat kanyang pera, ari-arian ay idineklara sa SALN niya, pero hindi po nagtutugma doon sa findings mismo, doon sa mga dokumento na pinresenta kahapon, maging yung mga financial records and transactions po na ipinakita ng Anti-Money Laundering Council.
Opo, actually, ma'am, yung salitang hindi nagtutugma is a conclusion in itself. No? Yan yung posisyon namin. Para po sa amin, actually, wala naman pong hindi nagtutugma. Perhaps it's just the way that things were presented. Obviously, as I said, we cannot disclose how we will defend the Vice President. But yung nangyari kahapon, of course, is something we already expected as a defense team, lalong-lalo na nung alam natin na nitong committee hearings, nababalitaan natin yung mga subpoenas. So, we were expecting those things, but yung gusto ko lang i-clarify, yung hindi nagtutugma, yan yung misconception na gusto natin ma-clarify today, no? Through responding to your questions. Again, we cannot go into details on how we will defend, but syempre, iba kasi. Ang point namin is yun nga iba yung pag nasa trial na tayo kasi at least doon, we can test the credibility not only of the witnesses but even the documents that are being presented.
Are you saying, sir, na yung mga pinresenta, for example, yung mga allegations po na ipinakita ng mga dokumento ni former Senator Trillanes, is not credible enough kahit na nung tinanong po ito sa AMLAC ay na-confirm naman nila?
No, I like to correct that. No, I don't want also the former senator to also get a misimpression. I'm not saying it's not credible. What we're saying is we don't know, and we need to test the credibility of all these things. In fact, even at the Justice Committee, di ba, ang sinasabi nila, we're only here for probable cause, we're not sa credibility just yet, di ba ganun din? So, that is why, kaya nga may trial, kasi kung yung mga bagay na yan, credible na, so ano pa ang, ba't pa tayo mag-impeachment trial, hindi ba? So, kami talaga, we believe that pagdating ng panahon, kung talagang ito ma-transmit sa impeachment court, we are confident that we will be able to show na walang katotohanan yung hindi nagtutugma, no? Yung mga pinakita kahapon dun sa mismong SALN. It's siguro I don't want to get into details, but I'm also not saying na kasinungalingan yung mga present kahapon. What I'm saying is the way it's presented, no, the way it's presented, dun tayo magkakaroon ng pagkakataluhan kung accurate ba yung presentation na gano'n.
Yung kahapon namili, randomly pick ng 18 transactions, if I'm not mistaken, then parang tila sabi ng iba ay vindicated na si Senator Trillanes with those mga sinasabi niya ng unang pahayag before. Ano yung komento ng Vice President regarding dun sa mga naging pahayag nitong si Senator Trillanes at dun sa lumalabas sa AMLAC report?
Well, sa amin naman, we don't really want to comment on the vindicated or anything like that. Kasi ang posisyon talaga namin, vindication will come once it's all presented in the impeachment court and we're able to cross-examine all the witnesses and to test the evidence. No? Pagdating sa AMLAC, as I've said, it's a matter of presentation kasi. No? And I think marami na ring lumalabas na post. So, siguro, dadaanan ko na kahit papaano without going into the details. I think nakikita naman natin sa mga posts na the way the AMLAC numbers are presented, aggregate kasi yan. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng withdrawals mo, lahat ng deposits mo pagdating sa inflow and outflow, pinagsama-sama. So, simplihan ko lang. Meron akong 1,000 pesos. Dineposit ko. Withdraw ko. Diba? Ang lalabas sa total transactions mo, 2,000 na. Pero actually, ang nasa bangko mo, 0 na. Diba? So, ganun kasimple, no? Now, and so, kaya sinasabi namin na, again, hindi ko sinasabing maling AMLAC. I want to show due respect naman to AMLAC. But the way that AMLAC data is normally presented is that it is an aggregate of all transactions. siguro balikan natin yung 2017, di ba nagkaroon ng issue na dyan noon. At in fact, AMLAC issued an official statement saying na hindi accurate yung accounts in terms of account balances or what is actually inside the bank account of a person kasi aggregate yung ginagawang number. So lahat ng inflows dyan, lahat ng outflows dyan, ina-add up lang. Kaya may tendency talaga na maging bloated, no, yung figures. Kahapon rin may napag-usapan na edi inet na lang natin, ba? Outflows, inflows minus outflows or outflows minus inflows net. So yun pa rin yun. Nakikita ko yung point nun, no? And with due respect dun sa mga nag-raise, nakikita ko yung point. But our point naman is, kung bloated na yung outflow mo, tsaka bloated na yung inflow mo, edi bloated din yung net, di ba? So doon na kami pinanggagalingan. Again, I don't want to go into the details na, but para lang maintindihan ng taong bayan, na ganun kasi the way it's presented. Ina-add lahat ng deposits, ina-add lahat ng pumasok bale sa account mo, ina-add lahat ng lumabas. But it is not determinative or conclusive as to magkano ba talaga yung nasa loob ng account. And we are talking about transactions that span over 18 years, if I'm not mistaken. Over 18 years. So, yun ang magiging, talagang para sa amin, it's bloated talaga ang number.
Sir, dapat bang pag-usapan pa sa impeachment yung SAL-N ni VP Sara nung mga panahon na Vice Mayor and Mayor siya?
Of course, para sa amin, hindi. No? Because obviously, ano ba ang purpose ng impeachment? Di ba ang basis ng impeachment is meron tayong impeachable offenses. Ang impeachable offenses ay offenses, again, committed while the impeachable officer is in office as an impeachable officer. So, ibig sabihin nun, doon lang sa time na vice-presidente siya. So, yung mga 2000, may 2005 pa ba? 2006, 2007, na hindi naman siya impeachable officer, hindi na yan saklaw ng impeachment proceedings.
VP Sara just released a statement po earlier denying the allegations about the billions in bank accounts also hitting COA and AMLAC. Does the Vice President plan to say her latest statement in front of the House Committee on Justice? Will she ever attend the House Committee on Justice hearing on her impeachment?
Again, her attendance or should I say non-attendance is based on the position of the defense, no, regarding the jurisdiction or the lack thereof in terms of the type or the nature of proceedings that are being conducted. So, pagdating naman dyan, I think kaya nga sinapubliko na lang niya yung statement niya. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nito na ayaw rumisponde o sumagot ng ating vice-presidente sa paratang. Parati namin sinasabi, alam ko medyo gasgas na siguro nga natin yung appropriate forum. Pero naniniwala naman kasi talaga kami na kung talagang aakyat ito sa Senate impeachment, makikita nyo yung sagot ng defense sa lahat ng paratang na ito.
Bella Carriazo, The Philippine Star.
Good afternoon po. Earlier, nag-interview si Congresswoman Leila De Lima and ang sabi niya, yung 6.7 billion na dinisclose ng AMLAC, pwede daw mag-constitute as ill-gotten wealth kay Vice President. Ano po yung reaction niya dito?
Well, I respect Congresswoman De Lima, former Senator De Lima, and she's entitled to her opinion. Sa amin naman, ang plano lang namin is to show why those numbers are actually inaccurate.
And second question
And
po.
si Attorney Sheila would like to also add on to that.
Just in addition to what Mike had already said, I think what's important for us to understand at this point is that a mere presentation of supposed evidence before a committee that is not authorized to conduct trial does not really amount to proof. And the reason for that is really simple. It's because every evidence, whether it's something that you present in an ordinary case or in this case in an impeachment proceeding, must still survive scrutiny. And when does that happen? When does scrutiny happen? It happens only in a proper trial before a tribunal or a body that has jurisdiction to conduct trial. And that is something that the defense has been very clear from the very start. The reason why we had already stated that we will not be able to participate in a proceeding that we think is unconstitutional and goes beyond the powers that have clearly been identified by the Constitution to belong not in the House of Representatives or any of its committees, but in the Senate alone.
Second question po. Sabi kanina din ni Congresswoman Luistro, April 29, ang papatawag nila yung NBI chief si Matibag. And then nasabi niya, yun na lang ang last hearing para magbotohan para dun sa impeachment ni VP. So, ina-expect niyo po ba na aakyat na ito sa Senate at may numbers ang mga nagsusulong dito? And considering po na wala pong TRO kayo na nakuha sa Supreme Court. Thank you.
Opo, medyo marami po yung tanong, no? But first and foremost, I don't want to preempt the vote of the Committee on Justice pagdating sa finding of probable cause na gagawin nilang botohan. Secondly, I also don't want to preempt the House itself. Diba? Bigyan naman natin ng respeto yung House. Tingnan na lang natin. Pero ang defense team, ready kami sa kung ano man mangyari. Like we've been saying, no, last year, we have been preparing for trial na dahil kahit nag-file tayo ng petition sa Supreme Court, hindi naman natin alam kung ano yung magiging desisyon nun. So we were preparing. And until today, we are still preparing. So ano na lang po tayo, no? I don't want to preempt, I don't want to speculate kung may boto man o walang House. I think it's best directed to the House members themselves. Pero kami, we're just ready for any eventuality.